27th reserve, Ernestas. These are all people that aren't in contention for the championship though, and we're running out of time to speak. Domi's been disqualified off the start. Well, that's all we've got time to discuss at the moment. But ahead of us, in this beautiful landscape that is Abu Dhabi, can something big happen? Well, we've got 5 lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. It looks like pretty even start. The Alfa Romeo has gone away well. The McLaren, on the other hand, hasn't. Into turn 1 we go. Really big lead then for Mikhail into that turn 1. Bit of contact possibly behind. We'll ride on board with the rear wing of Dirty Spy. He got away all right, managed to cover off Fast and Furious, but Mikhail had an absolute blinder of a start. Aston Martin is being gained on though by this Ferrari into the left-hander, not close enough to go for any kind of move. William Omar, oh hang on a minute, what's happened here? There's a bit of contact, three-way contact actually between Sindro Ziabati and Domi. William Omar gets a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting and gaining 1 place, and that is a DRS, I think. Some DRS symbol thing in the background there got blown to smithereens by a car. It was the Williams of someone, possibly Jay. Right, looking further up this grid, Rayner makes up 1 place off the start, and someone I think has dropped down the order quite a bit, and that would be Forrest Jump, who finds himself all the way in 10th. So that wasn't a very good start for Forrest. I want to know what happened there, but riding on board with Rayner as we are now, you can really see, look at this, I mean, he's had a good start, and despite his slow laps in qualifying, he's keeping to the back of those other front 3 quite nicely indeed. As we look further back past the grid, Domi is getting put under all kinds of pressure from Ziobati, and all spun around it's Sindro, and he'll drop to the back of the pack. We've got a close gap, and look at this, around the outside on Ziobati goes Ernestas, and you can see this battle from the background view of Forrest Jump. They're going to be neck and neck down this straight, but Ernestas will get in front before turn 1. That was a really good move. 2 teammates battling it. Oh no, he spun around. He spun around, so after making that brilliant move, he's found himself at the bottom. Down the inside goes Forrest Jump, forcing Ziabati wide. Ziabati goes over the bumps and comes ahead of Forrest Jump, but they make contact. I don't know how he didn't go off the track there. Does he have damage to the front wing of that Red Bull? It doesn't look like it. He gets overtaken by his teammate being Shotmaker. What on earth happened there? Forrest Jump got off really lucky there, and he makes his way back past his teammate using the slipstream down the straight. We're going to look back up the grid now, but I really think, and Shotmaker's getting done by Weemart, and then Creative Coconut as he goes back into the back of Weemart. So yeah, he's really tumbled down the order again, hasn't he? Creative Coconut getting overtaking Weemart actually. So good showing from the Haas car as of current. Looking up the grid, it doesn't look like anyone else is. Martin, will he have time before the left-hander? Will he go for something down the inside? No, he won't. They were very close there, and Mikhail is very close with Dirty Spy, because Dirty Spy's managed to get past. So Dirty Spy will take the lead of this race, but back with DRS will come Mikhail, and around the outside he will go to reclaim his first place. Dirty Spy will be looking, and he doesn't have DRS, and all of us at the top, well, we won't, because Creative Coconut is about to make one. Down the inside, the Haas driver on the AlphaTauri, and it looks like that move's gone off quite well indeed, but back comes Domi now. You can see him riding on board alongside, and he is past the Haas driver around the outside. Good move there, gets the DRS back and is back up into 4th place. This is a really, we go down now to Shotmaker, who's going to have DRS on the Alpine of Weemart. He's got a lovely slipstream here, and you'll see him take the 5th place spot on the inside. Can he hold it down the inside? Weemart's going to try and come back at him though. You can ride on board with Weemart all the way through, 3/10 the gap with them, and I think Shotmaker's got stuck behind Shotmaker for the time being as we ride on board with Dirty Spy. DRS enabled for the McLaren driver, and he's going to be able to get the move done this time. He's going to go for it down the inside. Can he beat him on the brakes? No, because Mikhail comes back around the outside. They touch. Mikhail spins around. No, it's all gone wrong for the Alfa Romeo driver. He goes from 1st to 3rd in 1 corner because he clips the inside of Dirty Spy, trying to defend the position. He can make the argument that Dirty Spy cut into his line a bit too much, turned in on him a bit too much, and just cut him off. So this Mikhail now really close to the back of Rayner already, and without the DRS help, Rayner has just dropped back further and further, And I think Mikhail, look at him now, DRS, he's going to go to the inside line. These two former championship rivals last season. Mikhail's still far off getting back into the championship, but he gets past Rayner. And could this be the start of a, well, he's really going to go for redemption here in this race. Look how close, by the way. Look at the mini-map. Pits, I believe, with a new set of tyres. DRS open for Mikhail. He's gaining on the McLaren driver. McLaren takes him to the inside. Is there enough space and time to go for a dive bomb down the inside? Yes, there is. The Alfa Romeo driver, can he make it work? They're going to be close. They're going to be very close. But this time, Dirty Spy can't send one back up the inside. And Mikhail has gone past into first place. He retakes the lead that he lost a few laps ago to a collision with Dirty Spy, which spun him around and put him behind Rayner. But that redemption drive has already happened because he's back past Dirty Spy. Now he's going to have to try and increase the gap if he can. Dirty Spy's not going to make it easy on him though. He's a very quick driver, especially around this track. He's shown it in qualifying, his pure pace, and he could have snatched pole if he didn't make that mistake. And look at him already closing that gap on Mikhail. We've got a really good fight for the lead here. Well, I say that. We did have a really good fight for the lead. Mikhail peels off into the pits, but he has left the braking too late, and he's hit the pit wall. This is terrible. Time penalty. Rayner is now 3/10 off Dirty Spy. This is the one I wanted to watch because look at this. Now he's got DRS. Dirty Spy's pit, but he's not really come out that far ahead of Dirty Spy. Rayner, sorry, because the undercut has worked brilliantly for Rayner, and he takes the lead of this race. On hard tyres, they both are, but Rayner is warmed up with those tyres and Dirty Spy isn't. And when it looked like Rayner didn't have a lot of pace on this track, 2 areas of long straights with DRS. Here he is then, first dosage of DRS, 5/10 the gap going here, and this might be all he needs. Rayner's on the inside. Dirty Spy's going to go to the outside. You can see track running out, but he just manages to stay in the lines. He's going to try it around the outside. Rayner's not going to make it easy on him, though. He's going to try and force it, but Dirty Spy gets past. However, does this mean that Rayner gets DRS for this next straight? Yes, it does. Can Rayner kind of pull him back in and get an overtake? I don't think he can. Dirty Spy's executed the overtake brilliantly, and he's back. You can see Fast and Furious is back into this. He's on Mickey now, goes to the left, and he's going to be able to get a move down the inside. And if you look behind him, a replica move, possibly from Creative Coconut down the inside. That is one hell of a dive bomb from the Haas driver. The Alpine's going to try and stick it round the outside, but he can't. What a move from Creative Coconut. I mean, that was ballsy. Down the inside, yeah, good move, but back with the DRS comes the Alpine, and maybe he just kind of let the move happen, knowing that he was going to get the DRS. The Haas comes in steaming behind him, almost hits him, but can just about. He's not good for the Aston Martin driver at all. I wonder what's happened. He is starting to get going again. Shotmaker, the 4/10 the gap now. Dirty air affects him a little bit, but he can still go. He tries it. I'm not even sure what happened there. I think he was just too late on the brakes. And Shotmaker nearly went into the back of the Haas. Manages to avoid him. Gets a bit of DRS down here. Is he close enough to go for the move? Well, he's going to go for it down the inside. We hit the braking zone. The Haas driver outbrakes him though, and Shotmaker's going to have to go for it again into this DRS zone. However, that probably was a strategic call from the Red Bull, because look at him now. He's going to gain. He's going to gain. He's going to gain. Is he going to gain enough? I think he is, because he's going to move to the inside of the track. Down the inside he goes. He gets past. Creative Coconut is not out of it though. He doesn't want to give up the position, and he's still fighting for it. A bit wobbly on the exit though. Is the Haas driver, and I think he's just going to have to settle with that 10th place, but he won't want to. Mickey's going to get a nice bit of DRS down this extremely long straight. This is the main overtaking point. The DRS flap is open, and with the gap only 2/10, it's almost a no-brainer who's going to come out on top here. The Papaya Orange McLaren pulls to the left-hand side. They are neck and neck into the left-hander. Can the Alpine stick it round the outside? Oh, he tries to stick it back at the inside, and we've seen Weimar do that before, his teammate, but he isn't able to do it there. And Mickey gets past to take 6th place on the 28th lap. Jay will come back with the DRS, but I think he's too far away. 9 seconds the gap was at one point. Now it's only 1 second and 3/10. But oh, and it has gone down quite a lot in that final corner, but it goes back up again. He's gonna cruise home to victory here. unless he makes a mistake. And sooner rather than later, we'll see the McLaren emerge victorious, unless some ungodly thing happens and Mikhail gets closer. I mean, he is just out of DRS range. He's got a little bit of a slipstream down the straight. Is he gaining? He's so far back. He is gaining, though. It's all down to this last lap. I've said it before. I've said it many times before this race. It's not over yet. He's got... he doesn't get DRS, though. But he does have a decent slipstream. Stick around for the end of this race, because they're going to get very close indeed. 7/10 the gap, and I think Dirty Spy's tyres might start to fall off now. I don't think Mikhail's got enough track to go. Maybe if he had one more lap left, maybe he would have been able to do something. But I don't think the checkered flag could come quick enough for Dirty Spy. He'll round the final few corners, and there's not really anywhere you can go for an overtake in this final sector. And that should secure Dirty Spy, after a long wait for this win. He will be able to cross the line and win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. He was very close with Mikhail at the end, but he managed to hang on. Looking down the order, Reina will cross the line next and take third, rounding out the podium. Then it will be Forrest jumping the Red Bull. Let's just look down, because I don't think there is actually any battles going on at all. We will now see Forrest jump round the final corner to take fourth. Not a bad showing from the man in the Red Bull. We look back at Mickey in the McLaren as well. This is going to do them a world of good in the Constructors' Championship. And McLaren 1-5, not too shabby at all. He'll cross the line and take fifth. Ziabati behind him with an absolute multitude of penalties. Finishes sixth. And those penalties will knock him down to seventh. But if seventh's it, then he's got off lucky. Jay finishes sixth, and drops down to eighth now. Shotmaker up to seventh. Creative Coconut next to cross the line. And that will be in ninth place unless Ziabati drops one more again, and no he doesn't. Weimar will finish 10th with a penalty. And this man, Fast and Furious, he could have done it. He could have won. And that's the worst bit. He just got so unlucky. He finishes 11th. The only two drivers who didn't score points who finished. It was just unfortunate for him. But it could have gone very differently. Jay gets driver of the day. If anyone in chat can type, then who do you think your driver of the day was? We'll have a look and I'll say who I think mine was. But that will be at the end of the race, because for now, Dirty Spy, he's been waiting for this one. He's been waiting for this one, I can tell you. And look at him. He walks out with with an interesting celebration there. But he lifts the trophy here in Abu Dhabi at the Yas Marina circuit, and he can spray the champagne, and it's a sigh of relief because he wins. It was a close battle between him and Mikhail at the end. Mikhail did reel him in. The gap was down to 6/10 as they crossed the line. Yes, that's right, 6/10. But it was 9 seconds, only a few laps before, because he did make